In shock as news spread about the terrible plane crash in South Korea. The incident quickly became a global headline, capturing the attention and hearts of people everywhere. On December 29, 2024, a Jeju Air Boeing 737 Flight 7C 2216 crashed while trying to land at Muan International Airport. The flight, which had been routine up until that point, suddenly turned into a nightmare. This awful accident took the lives of 179 people, leaving the nation in mourning. Families lost loved ones and communities were left to grapple with the sudden and tragic loss. This tragedy reminds us of the dangers of flying and how important safety is for airlines. It underscores the critical need for rigorous safety protocols and constant vigilance in the aviation industry. The flight, which began in Bangkok, Thailand, had 175 passengers and 6 crew members. Each person on board had their own story, their own destination, and their own dreams. As the plane neared Muan, disaster struck, turning a normal landing into a catastrophe. The sudden turn of events left everyone on board and those awaiting their arrival in utter shock. Families are heartbroken, communities are grieving, and the whole country is trying to understand such a huge loss. The pain and sorrow are felt deeply, resonating far beyond the borders of South Korea. The South Korean government promises a full investigation. They are committed to uncovering the truth and ensuring that such a tragedy never happens again. They want to find out exactly what caused this terrible accident and stop it from happening again. The investigation will be thorough, leaving no stone unturned. Many questions remain about what went wrong, how emergency services responded, and what this means for the future of air travel. The answers to these questions are crucial for preventing future tragedies. As investigators carefully try to figure out what happened, the world grieves with South Korea. The international community stands in solidarity, offering support and condolences. Losing so many lives reminds us how precious life is. It is a stark reminder of the fragility of human existence and the importance of cherishing every moment. The Jeju Air tragedy will always be remembered in aviation history, a sad reminder of the cost of accidents and the constant need for safer skies. It serves as a call to action for continuous improvement in aviation safety standards. Flight 7C 2216 started as a normal trip from Bangkok to Muan, South Korea. Passengers, including tourists, business people, and people going home, settled in, not knowing the danger ahead. The experienced flight crew prepared for a regular landing. As the Boeing 737 neared Muan International Airport, air traffic control learned something was wrong. The pilots reported a possible problem with the landing gear, which is very important for a safe landing. The situation quickly became a life or death emergency. Even though the pilots and air traffic controllers tried their best, the plane crashed near the runway. People on the ground watched in horror as the plane hit the ground. Emergency responders rushed to help, but the fire and the crash made it difficult. The plane, once a symbol of technology, was now a wreck in flames. The crash site became a terrible reminder of the dangers of flying. Almost everyone died, only 2 crew members survived. Rescuers pulled them from the wreckage. These survivors told what happened in the final moments of the flight. Their stories and information from the plane's black boxes will help investigators understand what caused the tragedy. Right after the Jeju Air crash, investigators from South Korea and other countries went to the crash site. Their job was to find out why Flight 7C 2216 fell from the sky, killing so many people. The investigation, a complicated and careful process, looked at several possible causes. One main focus was the problem with the landing gear. The pilots told air traffic control about this issue before the crash. Investigators carefully examined the wreckage of the landing gear, looking for any signs of damage or problems that might have caused the crash. Another possible cause was a bird strike. While not common, bird strikes can be very dangerous, especially during takeoff and landing. Investigators searched the area for any bird remains or damage to the plane that would suggest a bird strike. The investigation also looked at other things, like pilot error, the weather, and any problems with the plane's maintenance. The experts studied flight data, recordings of air traffic control, and weather information to understand what happened before the crash. Finding out what caused the Jeju Air crash is a difficult job. The investigation focused on finding the truth and preventing future tragedies needs careful attention to detail, teamwork, and a strong commitment to understanding this terrible event. Section 4, Echoes of the Past, South Korea's History of Aviation Incidents. South Korea, a nation known for its technological advancements and bustling cities, has a complex history when it comes to aviation. The skies over this East Asian country have witnessed both triumphs and tragedies, shaping the nation's approach to air travel safety. The Jeju air crash deeply affected South Korea, a nation that remembers past plane crashes. These incidents have left an indelible mark on the collective memory of the people, serving as somber reminders of the fragility of human life and the importance of stringent safety measures. While South Korea usually has a good aviation safety record, the country has seen tragedies in the air. These incidents, though infrequent, have had significant impacts, prompting changes in regulations and safety protocols to prevent future occurrences. These past accidents remind us that we must always be careful and keep making air travel safer. Continuous improvements in technology and rigorous training for aviation personnel are crucial in maintaining and enhancing safety standards. One of the worst plane crashes in South Korean history happened in 1997. This tragic event is etched in the annals of aviation history, serving as a pivotal moment for the industry. Korean Air Flight 801 crashed into Nimitz Hill in Guam, killing 228 people. The crash was a devastating blow to the nation and highlighted critical issues in aviation safety that needed urgent attention. The Boeing 747 flying from Seoul to Guam crashed before the runway because of pilot error and poor visibility. This incident underscored the need for better training and more advanced navigational aids to assist pilots in challenging conditions. This tragedy shocked South Korea and led to important changes in aviation safety. The government and aviation authorities implemented stricter regulations and enhanced training programs to prevent such disasters in the future. In 2014, another tragedy happened when Asiana Airlines Flight 214 crashed while landing in San Francisco. This incident once again brought the issue of aviation safety to the forefront. The Boeing 777, coming from Seoul, hit a seawall, killing 3 people and injuring many others. The crash was a stark reminder of the potential dangers associated with air travel and the need for constant vigilance. The investigation showed that pilot error and poor training caused the crash. This led to a renewed focus on improving pilot training programs and ensuring that all crew members are adequately prepared for any situation. These past accidents, while terrible, have made South Korea's aviation industry safer. The lessons learned from these tragedies have been instrumental in shaping the current safety protocols and procedures. The country has stricter safety rules, better pilot training, and improved air traffic control systems. These measures have significantly enhanced the safety of air travel in South Korea, making it one of the safest in the world. The Jeju air crash reminds us that aviation safety is a continuous effort. It is a never-ending process that requires constant vigilance, regular updates to safety protocols, and ongoing training for all aviation personnel. We must always be alert and learn from past mistakes. By doing so, we can ensure that the skies remain safe for everyone and that the tragedies of the past are not repeated. Section 5. Learning from tragedy, parallels to other aviation disasters. The Jeju air crash, a truly awful event, is sadly similar to other plane crashes in history. These tragic events, while devastating, offer crucial lessons that can help prevent future disasters. By examining the details and causes of these incidents, we can identify patterns and common factors that contribute to such catastrophic outcomes. By looking at these past tragedies, we can learn about the many things that can cause such terrible events and find ways to make flying safer. This process involves meticulous analysis and a commitment to improving every aspect of aviation safety, from aircraft design and maintenance to pilot training and emergency response protocols. The Jeju air crash is similar to the 1985 Japan Airlines Flight 123 disaster. This tragic event remains one of the deadliest single aircraft accidents in history, and it provides a stark reminder of the importance of rigorous maintenance and inspection procedures. In both crashes, a major problem with the plane's tail section played a big part. Structural failures in this critical part of the aircraft can lead to catastrophic consequences, underscoring the need for thorough and regular inspections. In the case of Flight 123, A poorly done repair of the back of the plane caused a sudden loss of pressure, cutting important control lines and making the plane impossible to control. This highlights the dire consequences of inadequate repair work and the importance of adhering to strict maintenance standards. Another similar tragedy is the 2009 Colgan Air Flight 3407 crash near Buffalo, New York. This incident brought to light significant issues related to pilot training and fatigue, which are critical factors in ensuring flight safety. Both crashes involved pilot error. The human factor is a crucial element in aviation safety, and ensuring that pilots are well trained and well rested is essential to preventing accidents. In the case of Flight 3407, the pilots didn't react correctly to a dangerous situation, causing the plane to crash. This underscores the importance of comprehensive training programs that prepare pilots for a wide range of emergency scenarios. The 1996 ValueJet Flight 592 disaster, while different, shows how important cargo safety is. This incident highlighted the dangers of improperly stored hazardous materials and the need for stringent cargo handling regulations. Oxygen generators stored incorrectly started a fire in the cargo area, causing the plane to crash and killing everyone on board. This tragic event led to significant changes in how hazardous materials are handled and transported in the aviation industry. The Jeju Air investigation will surely look at how cargo was loaded and if safety rules were followed. Ensuring that all safety protocols are strictly adhered to is vital in preventing similar tragedies in the future. By studying past plane crashes, we can learn about the importance of careful maintenance, good pilot training, strong safety rules, and a focus on safety in the aviation industry. Each of these elements plays a crucial role in ensuring